Hello, everyone. Welcome to our January Clarity Workshop. I am so excited you are here. I'm so excited we're doing this because I think this is one of those topics that are really going to blow your mind when you actually start getting deep into what is clarity, why do I need clarity in my business, and why these worksheets are so important for us to really dive into. So I really want you guys to take notes. Tonight's going to be more of an introduction. A lot of these things you probably never heard of. Okay, because as I kind of dove deeper into this, I hadn't heard of this. And I've been doing this for years. And so it's going to bring you a lot of clarity. First of all, clarity, it's the quality of being transparent. And what I love about that is that a lot of times I think we find a great opportunity, or maybe you fell in love with the products and you said, I have to share this. And so we start sharing and we start telling people about it, but we really haven't connected to what we're actually doing. And so a big part of the next few weeks is going to be connecting you. And I don't want to just say your why, because this is so much deeper than that. Okay. This is not just, this is why I do Plexus, because I want time freedom. Like, this is so much deeper than that. And I want you all to really dive into this because it's so much bigger than us. And the deeper you go into this and the deeper you get connected to why we're really doing this. And I know we throw that term around a lot, your why. And I'm not, I think we all need a why, but this is going to go a lot deeper than that. And I'm really excited to dive into this the next few weeks. So tonight's going to be more of an introduction. And I kind of want to just talk about the importance of clarity. I know Natalie's been talking about this a lot. I think she said clarity is her 2023 word. I don't have a word yet, but I think clarity is a great one because I think getting clear with why we're doing things and how we're doing them is going to really bring us some breakthrough. So I love this quote. You've probably heard it before, where it's like, clear is kind, unclear is unkind, right? And it's usually driven towards you, how you see other people and how clear you are with other people. But I want to challenge you today to really think of this for yourself. If you are unclear with yourself, then you're being unkind to yourself because you're probably just going through the motions. And I've talked about this, I think on last Thursday for book club. I think it's very easy for us to get into any kind of leadership role or get into, you've got a few clients and then you just start kind of going through the motions. Okay. And it's so easy to lose clarity when we're in that place. And it's unkind, not just to the people around you, it's unkind to you because you're going to feel drained, because you're not going to feel connected. You're going to feel like you're bothering people, right? You're going to feel like you are a burden to people. And that's absolutely not who you are. And so I want you to really take that down, write it down. I need to be kind to myself and be clear to myself as far as why I am doing this and how I am doing this. So this is going to take a mind shift. It's going to be a mindset shift. Okay. As far as things that maybe you've heard of in your business before, like write down your why, get connected to your why, which, like I said, is very important. I'm just going to go a little bit deeper than that. When you have clarity, you're going to make better decisions. You're going to make better decisions for yourself, for your team. When you get clear with your goals, guess what's going to happen when you get clear with your goals? You're going to feel more connected to them, and you're going to be driven to actually do them. You ever write goals you weren't driven to actually do? You ever write a list of goals they're the thing you should want to do, like you should want to promote, and so you should want the point increase, but you're not feeling truly connected to that? This is going to help you get connected to that. Okay, when you get clarity, you're also going to be able to overcome procrastination, okay, which is a big thing that we face in this business because no one else is telling you to do what you need to do. You just got to do what you got to do. And so I truly feel that if you pour yourself into this the next few weeks, I have written down here, you're going to find breakthrough in how you speak and present this opportunity to people, which is monumental for what we do, because we do talk to so many people. You're going to actually understand what's holding you back. And I'm going to go a little bit into that in a little bit, but you're going to really understand. This is why I'm not fully invested. And you got to be honest with yourself. I always preach, be honest to yourself, because if you're not honest to yourself, you're not tricking anybody else. You're like you have to be honest with yourself. You're going to love and appreciate your customers and clients more. When you gain clarity and when you really dive into what we're going to be doing the next few weeks, you're going to be able to see the people that you're helping differently. You're not just going to see them as another number, another name in your back office. You are going to see them differently, because you're going to feel more invested into your business. You're also going to be a leader who inspires, okay? Not just for your team, but for your customers, okay? If you have one customer on here, you're a leader. I know we'd say that all the time, but you are leading someone to better health. You are leading someone through their detox. You're going to be leading them through their results. So I don't want you to feel like I don't have this big team. It's okay. You're still a leader. You're here. You're showing up, and I appreciate you. 28 of y'all are on here. I appreciate that you're on here. I appreciate that you're investing in yourself, and I appreciate that you are wanting to gain clarity. I'm assuming if you're here and you knew this was a clarity workshop, that you are looking to get clear on some priorities. You're looking to shift things if you have to. I was so excited to see everybody in the IPA chat, being like, yes, I'm ready. I'm recommitting, I'm doing this. I absolutely love that, because you don't need a new year to do that. And I've come to terms with that. Like, our goals are not just for January 1st, right? Like, what we see for the year, there should be this fluidity to it. Okay. I mean, if you need to make a shift next month, you go ahead and make that shift next month. Okay. I think January inspires us all to kind of take inventory of our lives, our priorities. And I think that's great. I love that. But the older I'm getting, I'm like, man, I may get it wrong in January. And that's okay, because a shift can come in February. I can switch things up in February. So if you haven't written down your yearly goals, I want to let you know it's not too late. And if you have to shift things, you definitely can. Okay. Our life is not just a 1-month deal. Okay. And I love all the encouraging gym posts I get from, I know Megan posted one the other day where it was like, if you want to actually go to the gym on January 1st, go for it, right? If you want to actually do that, go for it. Don't be embarrassed. Don't let anybody discourage you just because you're one of the people that's starting to go to the gym in January. It's okay, right? We can make these shifts anytime, any month. Okay, so let's get started on our identity statement. This is actually a really weighty statement. There is a lot of weight here. I love that we have talked about identity already the last few weeks. If you've been on our calls, you have heard, I know Kylie talks about this a lot, and Natalie talks about this a lot, about how Kylie, I'm going to kind of shout you out here, she made an identity shift when she realized that she wanted to do this and she wanted to step up as a leader. She needed to see herself as a leader, and to say something as bold as, I am a leader. I am a great leader. I'm a person who leads. That might be uncomfortable for you right now. And that's okay. That's okay that it's uncomfortable, because we're going to work through this. There is an identity shift that has to happen. If you're here, then I'm assuming that you want to better yourself. Okay. That's why I love this community so much, because we all want to better ourselves. So in that sheet, I know that you will see, hopefully you printed it out. in my business, I am the kind of person, I am the kind of leader who dot, 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 right? Showing up is so important. And you want to show up. You want to be the kind of leader that you want to follow. Okay. Who is your ideal? Like, if you're like, man, if I could just, for me, I mean, on a spiritual level, I always think about Lisa Bevere, right? Like, she has 4 sons. I don't know if y'all know her, but she's just this really amazing author. I love her books. I'm like, man, she has 4 sons. She's so great. I can relate so much to her. Like, I would love to be under her leadership. Is there someone in your life that you think that about? And if you can't think of someone, then you need to start thinking about who can I grow from. I don't care if it's a YouTube video. I've met Lisa Bevere at one event one time, and I never talked to her ever again. Yet I soak up her YouTube videos about motherhood and being a wife and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, I mean, in your business, right? I love Brittany Howard. Brittany Howard has spoken so many beautiful things into my life. I love her. I love Sarah Marble. Okay. Another incredible leader that I have followed since I started this business. Amazing women with integrity and ethics and morals. And I just love them. I love what they stand for. I love who they are to their families, right? Like, these are the qualities that I admire in a leader. So I want you to start thinking about, what kind of leader do I want to follow? And how can I be that for other people? Okay. If integrity is so important to me, then how can I be that? How can I show that to my team? I want my team to know that if I said I'm going to show up for them, and I said that I'm going to be on this 3-way call, I need to be on this 3-way call. Come hell or high waters, my son's biting in the living room, I'm going to show up. I'm going to show up. I mean, it's so many things that can happen. But when you say that you're going to show up, you got to show up. And so I think this is so important for us to really grasp, to be the kind of leader that we want to follow. Okay. Oh, we're going to be developing these statements. I don't know if you guys actually wrote stuff down. Did you guys actually write stuff down? I'm looking at the chat. Who in this chat actually wrote stuff down? Just anybody? Nobody? All right. Okay. Okay. Good. You know what? Anybody want to share it real quick? Anybody want to share what they wrote for their identity statement? I know I'm calling somebody out.
Me.
Yay. Hi.
Hi.
Go ahead. Tell us.
I like where you said that clarity equals better decisions, right? That's what I wrote on my paper. I think that when our mindset is clearer and we have a decision, it's easier for us to make a decision if our mind is clear, that's basically. Right. Mm-hmm. So I really like that.
Yeah. Does anyone have an identity statement written down? Does anyone have one written down? In 1 minute, want to just share it?
I'll share mine real fast.
Okay, thank you.
All right. In my business, I am the kind of person, leader, who serves others, shows up, and is authentic to who I am.
I love that. I think authenticity, I'm so happy you said that, because I think a big part of, I've literally had people give me the objection of, I want to be authentic. And so they say no to the business because they think they have to be something else other than themselves. And we don't ever ask anybody to do that. We don't want people to do that. We want people to show up as themselves. Actually, it's concerning if you want to show up as someone else other than yourself. We want you to be authentic, because the people that you can reach, Holly, for example, are not the people that I'll reach, right? We're in two different places. We're in two different, like we living different lives, even though I'm sure our lives are actually probably a lot alike with all these kids and all these babies. But I love that. I love that authenticity. That's important. Maybe that's something that, maybe someone else will want to write down in their identity statement. Okay, you see, time is already running and there's still so much. Okay, so let's go to impact statement. Now, impact statement is actually, it's also a very, very weighty topic, and it's something I honestly had to really wrap my head around. Okay, this is an actual thing, you guys. Like, I didn't know that this is like an actual thing that like people work on. It's supposed to be about 25 words, and you can have an impact statement for your clients, customers, for the products. Then you can have an impact statement for your team, right? Because we kind of show up a little differently for both. You might show up for your customers in a way that, you know, you're maybe a little bit more, I don't know, maybe there's more boundaries there. Maybe they're a little bit more closed off, right? But if you're working with someone and you're talking to them all the time, how, you probably should be talking to your team on a weekly basis, you're talking to them, there's gonna be something, a different kind of connection there. Okay. So for impact statement, this was the best way I can really understand this. When someone asks you, which I'm new here in Durham, recently moved to Durham, so at my church, a lot of people have asked me, what do you do? Right? And that makes a lot of us uncomfortable, doesn't it? Because we're like, don't want to say network marketing, don't want to say sell probiotics, don't want to, it's like, what do I say? Because what I do is it's so much more than just multi-level marketing, right? Like, it almost doesn't sound right to say it, because it's just, I mean, I know Emily Gibson, she once said, yeah, I just tell people I kill it at network marketing. I'm great at network marketing. I'm doing great. I'm a rock star. I'm like, wow, that's amazing that you would say that. I think some personalities can get away with saying things like that. I don't know if I could get away with saying that. But what the impact statement, why this is so important is because we want to have authentic conversations with people. Like, we want to be able to talk about our business and not be ashamed about what we do. I just told someone, I was like, oh man, I actually love what I do. I work from home, and I was able to have a really genuine conversation with someone. They've never heard of Plexus. And I'm getting more and more comfortable, especially when you're in a new place and you're meeting new people, right? That's why I say go out and just be with people, go meet new people, because it really challenges you in that way. But our goal is not to just have one-time buyers. Our goal is to be able to have happy clients, but also people that want to do what we do. And I love this idea of, what made you want to get on the products? Like, what made you want to say yes to drinking this? I'm drinking this 7 a.m, 8 p.m. Like, I drink this all the time. Like, what made you say yes? Was it because you were really sick and you didn't feel good and you felt like you weren't thriving and you were just surviving? And, did you feel like your gut was just really jacked up and your health needed something like so bad that you just said, yes, I'll do whatever, I'll pay whatever, I just need to feel better? Like, was that your situation, or were you like, someone like Natalie Dolan, who literally wanted to get off WIC, and that's all she wanted to do was get off WIC. And so she decided that she was going to go all in with this business. Find out why you started, because that's your ideal client. Okay. Why you started is your ideal client. That's who you want to reach. Okay. I'm not here trying to reach, 21-year-old males. That's not my ideal client. I'm not trying to reach, you know, I'm just not, right? So you have to get clear on who you want to help. Who do you want to help? Okay. Um, all the things we face in our business, I promise, all the hardships, all of it, it's worth it because it's narrowing down your vision. It's really helping you. Even if you think, how can this possibly be part of my story? Or, why is it taking so long for me to promote? It's all part of it. So we want our conversations to be authentic with people, especially if our confidence is not high, you guys. No one is going to want to do what we do. We won't be able to get business builders doing this with us. If we're not convinced, it's not going to work out. We want to be very clear on who we are helping. Actually, Tova, can you share yours? Can you just unmute yourself? Because yours was really good.
Yes, I can. Which one?
I would say the business one. I really like
Okay.
that.
I'm still working on mastering this one, but this is mine for right now. So who am I helping? Who am I going after? My ideal business builder. I help women reach their full potential by working in their strengths and empowering others to do the same, achieving success and freedom professionally and financially.
Mic drop. That's incredible. Like you still working on it. That's amazing. That's amazing. That sounds like you got a lot of clarity on who you want to help. It sounds like, you're very clear on your audience and you're very clear as far as like, this is the person I want to reach. Okay. Because like I said, not everyone is going to be your ideal business builder either. Okay. I know sometimes we're just like, if anybody wants to work with me, it's okay. I don't care who it is. I'll work with anybody. I've been doing this for quite some time. And I promise you, you want to be clear on who you want to work with. Okay. You want to be clear on the kind of team members that you want to bring into our culture. Okay. You want to work with somebody that when we say like, who do you want to work with, that you want to be at Hawaii with at the beach? Like, that's what we're talking about. Like, who is that person? And Kylie, I failed forward on this many times. I think we all have. I think when we're not clear, I think it's very easy to just we're just working with anybody. But I'm telling you right now, I don't want you to waste your time fully investing yourself. And I'm not trying to be insensitive, fully investing yourself and all your resources and all of our team's resources on people who don't really want this. Okay. I want to save you that heartache. Be clear, because you wanted this. Okay. And so there's somebody out there that is exactly where you were. Maybe they need community. Maybe you want to reach women who want this community, who want this culture. Maybe you want to reach, for me, I'm a stay-at-home homeschooling mom. That's going to be who I attract mostly. I'm not saying I'm not open to working with other people that really want this, but you got to get clear. And I think the impact statement is just, it's very, very important. Like who were you before you started the products, right? Who were you before you started this business? Because that's going to make a huge difference in how you talk to people and how you approach people. You have to be clear on this. We're going to get deeper into this with the week. I mean, it's literally, we have another call in 2 minutes. We're going to get deeper into this the weeks to come, but I'm so happy that like Tova shared that, because I think that's really eye-opening, right? When you're this specific with your impact statement, how clear it makes it as far as who you're actually talking to and reaching. Also, actions need to support your impact statement, right? Like if if I want to reach stay-at-home moms who homeschool their kids, probably going to have to talk to a few of them. I'm probably going to have to be around them. Probably going to have to get out of my comfort zone to have relationship with other homeschooling moms. And if they're boy moms, wow, even better. So I think, sometimes we get clear on this, but then our actions don't match up that. So I want you to realize that this will only work if your actions match up to your statements. So we can say a lot of things, we can write a lot of things, but it's got to match up. So I think this is important to say too. People care about not so much what you do, right? But how you help them, what you can do for them. And so when someone asks you, what do you do? And you say, I help empower women who are looking for more out of life, who are, just so excited to provide for their families, but do it from home because they love their families and they want to homeschool their kids and they want to be stay-at-home moms. Are you kidding me? That changes things. It changes the way they're going to look at you, and it really changes your posture as far how you get to show up. So it's really powerful once you get this down. Vision statement, I think we'll get to that next week. But obviously it's very clear. Where do you see yourself in 2023, right? Where do you see yourself going? Where do you see your business going? And I love this quote that Natalie put down here. There are few things more powerful than a life lived with passionate clarity. And that's the point for all of this. And we're going to get into the next week. Tova's going to be, wow, it's going to be really, really good. We're going to talk about habits. We're going to talk about gaining more clarity on your vision. We're going to be talking about, there's a second worksheet. And so we're also going to there's going to be a week where we're going to really chat about this stuff. And we want to hear from you guys as well. And so if you haven't done your clarity worksheet for tonight, I hope this brought more clarity so that you can get it done and have it done for next week. And then, we can work on that other worksheet once we get more clarity on that and all of those things. So happy you guys were on. We have another call. Love you guys so much. And I am praying that this year really be a good one. Bye, guys.